Hey up everyone! So today's movie I'm going to be discussing on the channel is the latest film from George C. Wolfe, the biopic Ruston, which stars Colman Domingo as civil rights activist Bayard Rustin, who was a key player in the organization of the momentous march in Washington in August 1963, where 250,000 people came together for the largest peaceful protest in American history. Bayard Rustin was a proud gay black man who helped to make history and in turn was forgotten about. But this film lovingly shines a light on the man, his strong moral character, his tenacity, and his legacy. He was even posthumously awarded the Medal of Freedom from President Barack Obama in 2013, and both he and Michelle Obama serve as executive producers on this film. I have been dying to watch this film for ages. I am a big fan of Colman Domingo as an actor, and believe it or not, this is actually his first time leading a major feature film, which is balmy to me. But yeah, the buzz out of TIFF for Colman Domingo's performance in Ruston, and also Sing Sing, not seen it yet, was incredible on film Twitter and seemed like a very credible contender for the Best Actor Oscar, so I was very keen to see this performance, just so I could discuss in detail the merits of his performance in my Oscar predictions videos. For the life of me, I could not get my hands on a screener or access to an early screening of this film, even though I was badgering Netflix to let me see this movie. It's like the universe was actively working against me to stop me from watching Colman Domingo's performance, but now that I've finally seen Ruston, it is available on Netflix now, by the way, guys. Was it worth the wait? Absolutely. The film itself is admittedly a little conventional. It's a very safe, formulaic biopic in which it details the 8 to 10 weeks or so it took of mass lobbying for Ruston to organize the march on Washington. It's not taking many risks in terms of craftsmanship or storytelling, but is it stirring and effective with a career best performance from Colman Domingo? You betcha. It did its job, and this is one of those films where you're more here for a performance than you are here for the film itself. And it felt like Colman Domingo took me to church, okay? He was magnificent as Bayard Rustin, embodying him in every fiber of his being. Bayard is passionate, unapologetic, well-read, charming, and fundamentally decent. Every moment he was on screen was electrifying. He was a true mover and shaker. He inspired so many black youth to take action, but also peacefully. And even in the smaller, more dignified moments of the film, he is still so magnetic to watch. Domingo deserves all the praise and all the awards recognition that he has coming towards him. You can see that Domingo just knew what he had when he landed this leading role and doesn't waste a single moment of screen time. He truly shines as Rustin. I cannot praise this performance enough. Domingo is backed by an incredible supporting cast. There's too many to list by name, but some of my personal favorites were Glynn Turham as A. Philip Randolph, Aml Ameen as Dr. Martin Luther King, and CCH Pounder as Dr. Anna Hedgeman. And the cast also includes Chris Rock, Jeffery Wright, and Divine Joy Randolph. What's disappointing about Ruston, though, is that it doesn't really live up to the man himself. Like, the film doesn't feel as urgent in execution as Rustin himself was. Like I said, this film just plays things very safe. George C. Wolfe's direction is competent, but there's nothing really out of the box about it. Like, it doesn't push buttons or provoke. Domingo's performance is doing most of the heavy lifting on that front, and at times it does feel like the film is leaning on him for support, which is fine. It's a film that's very aware of its strengths and weaknesses, but by shining a spotlight on its main strength, which is Domingo's performance, it also amplifies its weaknesses, that being that all of our aspects of the film are pretty average. There's nothing necessarily wrong with the plain cinematography, swift editing, costumes, or the jazzy score, but nothing about it feels exceptional. Let's talk Oscars. Yes to Colman Domingo for Best Actor, okay? No 2024 Best Actor lineup would be complete without Colman Domingo in the lineup, okay? He feels pretty close to a lock for me. Whether he can win is a whole other argument because I don't see Rustin being a contender in any other category. Definitely not for director or screenplay, and that's saying something because it was written by Dustin Lance Black, who also wrote the screenplay, the Oscar-winning screenplay, I should say, for Milk. The crafts, again, were fine, but nothing distinctly memorable. It might get into Best Song for Lenny Kravitz's Road to Freedom. However, I haven't heard a lot of people talking about this song, and it is kind of an end credit song. Like, it's not a big important moment in the movie, so it does really feel like a maybe. But what do you guys think of Rustin's Oscars chances? Well, you have to say, let me know in the comment section down below. So let's ask them 3 questions. Firstly, would I watch it again? Yes. Despite this being a pretty average film, I would watch this happily again just for Colman Domingo's performance, okay? He is that good in it. So yeah, I will watch this again at some point. Question 2, do I recommend it for you guys? If you like biopics about important historical figures or rousing political movies like Trial of the Chicago 7, then yes, give this a go. If you're a fan of Colman Domingo, if you love him in Euphoria, Zola, If Beale Street Could Talk, and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, okay, he is phenomenal here, and it's great to see him in a leading role. Check him out. He's wonderful. It's worth watching for Colman Domingo's performance. I'll say that. It's on Netflix now, guys, so yeah, can watch it at home. And third question, what score to give it out of 10? I would say Rustin is one of those average movies which is elevated just by the sheer skill and ability of an actor's performance, that being Colman Domingo. It really is a performance piece for him, and I had a good time watching it. So I'm gonna give Rustin a score of 6.5 out of 10. But as always, guys, it's just one bloke's opinion. I would love to hear from you. Have you seen Rustin? Did you enjoy it? Do you think Colman Domingo is coming for that Oscar? Whatever you have to say, do let your voice be heard in that comment section down below. If you've enjoyed the video, help me out. Then the little thumbs up button if you want more movie, TV, and Oscars related content. Don't forget to click subscribe, and as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, the Oscars, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Harefield, and I'll see you next time.